Morning guys, it's Friday morning, 4:30 in the morning. I am ready to hit the road. I've made my jumbo coffee. I've just remembered I've forgotten it's Shane's birthday, so I better ring him. And I'm ready to head to Canberra. Let's do this. So we've arrived, guys. We are in Canberra, Australia's capital, at Epic Exhibition Centre, and today is our second time at Handmade Canberra. I'd been trying for about 5 years to get into this event and I was never successful. Got some advice from the wonderful organisers to help me boost my presentation of my fit out, and what do you know, it worked. Here we are, let's do it. Hi, Julie! For these events, we usually set up or bump in the day before the event commences. It takes about an hour and a half to set up when there's two of us working together. Our fit out is a custom build from a Melbourne business called Market Stall Co, who specialises in event installations. Stay tuned to find out why this was such a great investment. These big events are also a social outing. I think of myself and my fellow stall holders as market carnies. We travel around interstate doing lots of the same shows, sharing tips and making friendships. It's not all work and no play, that's for sure. With such beautifully curated events, it's always a challenge not to spend all the money that you went there to make. People are often surprised that we will travel interstate to sell our products, but it's all about brand awareness and advertising. We don't spend on paid ads online or print media because it's so hard to stand out from the crowd. At events, we can tell our story firsthand. You can smell the soaps, try the skincare products, and explore the entire range in person. Events and shows are our advertising, and they're a great way to meet lots of new customers who will then hopefully convert to repeat business for our online store. We're back home from Canberra and the event was a great success. Already I'm starting to see some repeat orders coming in on our e-commerce store from customers who met us in Canberra. That's exactly why we attend these events. You can't really quantify how successful an event has been for a business like mine until you get those flow-on effects and those repeat orders rolling in. We will definitely be going back to Handmade Canberra for their next event. My top 5 tips for businesses wanting to attend these sorts of events are: number 1, take a helper. The days are really long and it's incredibly helpful to have someone with you for when you need a toilet break, something to eat, and also someone to help with the heavy lifting. You can't just walk away from your stall at these sorts of events because they're normally really busy. Well, that's what we're hoping for. So entice your partner or a friend to come along, bit of a road trip, half weekend away, half work trip, and it really makes the world of difference. Top tip number 2 is to plan for the unexpected. I always have a big events checklist. It's multiple pages long and it includes about a dozen items that I hope I won't need. Things like zip ties, extra lighting, a toolkit with a screwdriver and hammer. I always take an extra FPOS machine because I have had them die partway through an event, and also even if it's a cashless event, bring a cash float because if your terminal dies or if the internet goes down, you've got no way of making sales if you can't give people change. Also, always take more stock than you think you'll need. You can always bring it back home again, and it's much better to bring it back home than to miss out on potential sales because you didn't bring enough with you. Top tip number 3 is to make friends with your neighbouring stalls. They're your friends, not your competition. These events are great networking opportunities, and not just with the customers. Be helpful to your neighbours because sometimes you might be the one that gets stuck and needs a helping hand. Also, your neighbours and event organisers are great business connections, and you never know, down the line those can turn into opportunities. So be friendly, not competitive. Tip number 4 is to look the part. These premium events are thoughtfully curated, not only to display a really high quality product offering, but also to create a beautiful aesthetic. The events that I wasn't being successful getting into had that high bar set. There was no market tables with tablecloths. It was all that next level of presentation. So to make sure that we were getting into those events, we invested in a rebrand first and foremost. So really new branding, new logo, new packaging, that really lifted our product to match the quality inside and take it from a market stall level product to a more professional product. Then we invested in a new fit out by Market Stall Co. It really helped to tell our story in a really professional way that set us apart from our competition. And voila, all of a sudden we were getting accepted into the premium events, not just your country markets. And my final tip, number 5, is a big smile and lots of personality. You're going to pay a premium to enter these events, anywhere from $600 to $4,000, depending on the number of days of trade and the location. So you have to go into them expecting to work for your customers' attention and for their dollars. There's a lot of great stalls at these events and you're all competing for the same pool of money. It's no good to sit back on your camp chair, scrolling through your phone and letting potential customers walk past. You have to get up, smile and engage. I love to find a point of difference to compliment potential customers on. It's a great opener and starts a conversation. My top tip is to compliment them if they've got a fabulous hat. I've rescued many a customer that was going to walk straight past without noticing my stall by complimenting on a piece of their outfit. It's a great way to draw them in, starts a conversation and gets them looking at what you've got to offer. So give your customers a big smile and some one-on-one attention to secure that sale. Never sit back on your chair scrolling through your phone. You are there to work and you need to earn it. So for more great content on hobby farms, having a tree change, living on the land in Australia, or how to do things like make soap and ride a horse, give us a like, leave a comment and subscribe to make sure you never miss a video. See you later.